We're continuing from everything we've been learning up to now. A lot of times we've been speaking about the isurim, the troubles that befall a person. Today we want to speak about the importance of not looking back, but looking forward and trying to make the most of every moment. He brings down over here that a lot of times a person thinks maybe he's chas v'shalom a wicked person. Why? Because you do teshuvah and then again chas v'shalom the next morning you go back to your business. In Shacharit you say Hashem, no more, no more. I'm not going to watch this. I'm not going to do this. At night, before you know it, again, you're back to your old business. Rabotai, so what does a person have to do? Rabotai, a person shouldn't give up. A person shouldn't give up hope on himself, chas v'shalom. But a person has to be able to mamish push and push until he's able to succeed. So he says, we're like this, guys. Ve'alken, and therefore he says, Lo'olam al yistakel al ma'asav. A person should never pay attention to his actions. He's going to explain what this means. Ve'al ha'avar, and also not on the past. Wow, I did this, I messed up over there. Ve'al atzmo, and on himself. V'derech avodato, and the way he serves Hashem. A person should not try to go ahead and try to now look at every little thing. Ki im amash mutal alav lasod beregah zeh, rabotai. A person only has to look at what's put on him right now to do, not on what he did, rabotai. Because a lot of times a person doesn't understand. This is the biggest problem where people think, if I do an avera, I'll do teshuvah, rabotai. The problem is, that teshuvah can consume easy 6 months, a year of your life of thinking of why did I do that? Why did I do that avera? So what did you just do? You were just living in the past, trying to do teshuvah, which you have to do. But how many mitzvot did you guys give up? You understand? That he's trying to tell us over here. A person shouldn't go back. Oh, I did this, rabotai. Do teshuvah, but start thinking about now. What does Hashem want from me now? So therefore he says like this. Ki im al mash mutal alav lasod beregah zeh. A person has to think about what's put on him to do right now. Ki avodat Hashem v'hikriva elav eina tuluya b'yom shavar. Rabotai, listen to this beautiful piece. Avodat Hashem, the service of Hashem, and becoming close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not dependent on what already happened. What happened, happened. V'lo b'sha'ah shechalfa, and not at the moment that passed. You messed up a second ago. Become better. Don't start going down the drain. Eila oto yom ve'oto sha'ah, Rabotai, the avodat Hashem, the service of Hashem is depending on that day and on that moment. He mamash b'fnei atzmo, it's to itself. Ki b'chol et u'b'chol rega yesh koach chadash. Every single moment, every single time, there is a new koach, there is a new power. B'yad adam, in the person's hand, lidchadesh v'liyod na'aseh b'riach chadasha. To renew yourself every single second. You don't have to wait for Rosh Hashanah. You don't have to wait for a certain you made teshuvah, not Yom Kippur. The next moment, you could say, Hashem, I already want to be better. You messed up somewhere, lo leinu, chas v'shalom. Get yourself into your hands and go ahead and do something better. Say a bracha, learn Torah, give tzedakah. To try to pick yourself up. Because Rabbi said, you have to know. If you guys know when the Twin Towers came down, if you saw people flying, Rabotai, to build spirituality takes years and years and years. To fall, it can be very fast. The problem over here is when the Yitzhar, when he makes you fall, he's not so concerned that you did the avera. He wants to see you fall. So our job, you know means emergency brake? When a person chas v'shalom lo lein does an avera, what he has to do, he has to put an emergency brake. You have to see yourself as if you're flying from 120 floors down and not try to stop yourself. Because once you do the avera, now you feel bad. You don't want to learn Torah, you don't want to daven, you don't want to say barachot, you don't want to even become close to Hashem. Because that's what the Yitzhar wants. He wants you to fall into depression, chas v'shalom. But this is our job. We have to try to put an emergency brake and turn back around and start going back up. You were on the 120th floor, you fell up to 100th floor. Stop and start going back up. Don't continue going all the way down to number 1. Stop and go back up. Ki b'chol yom b'chol sha'ah tzarich letaken davar chadash. Because every single moment, every single hour, a person has to fix something new. Shelo haya ba'olam, which was not here previously in the world. Ve'en rega shedomeh lechavero, Rabotai. One moment is not compared to the next. Ve'en shum kesher v'shayachut lefnei Hashem yitbarach ba'averot she'asa adam lefnei sha'ah leben hamitzvot she'rotzeh la'asot k'ed, Rabotai. This what you did in the past, the averos, there's no connection to what you want to do now, Rabotai. Every little moment, every little second is a second to itself, minute to itself, hour to itself, Rabotai. So what do you guys do? If one person falls very badly, what does he do? Now he starts eating himself. Rabotai, do you know the problem over here is? You are eating yourself for what? For the way that you did. So not that you're not only doing mitzvot, but you are also thinking about averot, what you just did. Rabbi Friedman one time, he said in the name of his father, a beautiful pshat, you guys are not going to believe it. Chazal tell us, Hirurei avira kashem avira atzma. You guys ready? Thinking about women lo oleinu is much more worse than having relations with women. Not to tell Chas Hashem is mutar to have relations. It's a concept, it's a whole thing. But Rabbi Friedman's father wanted to bring out a beautiful pshat. You ready? A person did an avera. I don't know, say he watched TV. He watched something he was not supposed to. He said Lashon Hara. He cursed. Rabotai, you ready? You did the avera. You ready for this? But what do you do after that? You think, why? You contemplate. Why did I do it? Why? Why did I need this? Did I need this? This is what he says. This, by you indulging in the sin that you did, is worse than the sin that you already did. Why? Because that sin you already did, do to shuva and move on. Don't be stuck on one piece. Continue going forward. Therefore he says, do not look on your past. Do not bring weakness of mind to yourself. Just the opposite, Rabotai. Listen to this. HaKadosh Baruch Hu chafez b'kirvat adam kazeh. A person low that's far away from Hashem, Hashem wants this person yoter me'el shekvar kurvim alav, more than those people that are already close to him. U'kumelech, just like a king, shemechapes lekarev alav et el shesonim u'mekalalim oto, just like a king, who does he want to bring closer to himself? Those people that curse him, those people that hate him. V'yaseh kol minei tzadikei lekarvam elav, shegam hem yihu me'ohavav. He'll do everything just to bring them closer, so they can also be his loved ones. In the end, the king is going to love who? He's going to love more these people that hated him and cursed him at one point, more than the ones that were always with him. It's a kal v'chomer when it comes to Hashem, our Creator, Malkeinu, our King, Eloheinu, our God, El Rachum v'Chanun, a God whose mercy and he finds favor. ובכל בוקר השם יתברך מחדש באדם נשמה חדשה. Every single morning Hashem gives us a neshama, a brand new neshama, שלא הייתה בו קודם, that wasn't here before, prior. כדי שיוכל להתחיל מחדש יום זה. In order for you to be able to begin anew, begin it fresh, רבותיי. וכמו שכתב בן איש חי, just like the Ben Ish Chai writes in Bereish Parashat Vayeshev, ובכל יום נעשה בריא חדשה, לחדש כנשק נעוריו, רבותיי. Every day Hashem makes us new in order to be like an eagle, like a young eagle, that we should be able to have vibrant power, cold strength. That's when you go to sleep very tired. How you wake up in the morning, all powerful. Why Hashem gives you a new neshama? To start your day new, Rabotai. Don't start indulging what happened. Do teshuva and move on. Ve'al ken, Rabotai, and therefore he says, le'olam, always. Asur lo largish biruchak v'sanui. A person is never allowed to feel that he's chas v'shalom, hated by Hashem, and that he's distant from Hashem. Chas v'chalila, Rabotai, chas v'shalom. V'shiki'ilu en HaKadosh Baruch Hu chavez bo. A person should never feel that Hashem does not want him. A person has to always know, on the contrary, Hashem, He wants you more than anything else in the world. Rabbi said, therefore we have to try to do what? We always want to try to do the will of Hashem, the want of Hashem. Rabbi said, he brings down over here, in page 63, he says, Rabbotai, how does one come to this madrega? How does one come to this level of always going in the ways of Hashem? Because you have to understand, we have to be honest with ourselves. We always have, listen, in-laws, parents, friends, boss. Rabbotai, but what do we have to do? There's too many opinions out there in the world. What does Hashem want from you? What does the Torah want from you? So he says like this, guys, let's do this carefully. ובכל עת ירצה רק לקיים מצוות השם ורצונו בלא שום חשבונות. Our problem today is the biggest problem. We always have cheshbonot. If I'm not going to go, they're not going to come. What is he going to say? What is she going to say? He's going to be upset with me? He's not going to like me. Who asks you to think about what other people are going to say? I'll put it to you like this, guys. If you can prove to me today, besides the mothers, Lolenu, if you could prove to me today that one person is going to change with you the spot in the grave, then I think you should consider maybe going or not. There's not going to be one person, maybe except the mother Lolenu, that's going to want to take the place of the child Chas v'Shalom when they're dying Lolenu. Nobody should ever know of this. But everybody else, Rabotai, they don't care. They make it that they care, but they're not really concerned for you. They're concerned for your honor. That's why a person always has to take care of his neshama first. You can't put yourself in dangers. You know how do you say it? One time I went, many years ago, maybe 20 years ago, I went, boating fish. Yeah, I'll never forget that experience. Cheap boat. You had, the guards were open, you could fly it right through. So my friend said, listen, we're going to go fishing, you're going to enjoy it, the best time of your life. Okay, fine, no problem. When we got to the middle of the ocean, I don't want to tell you, the boat literally was throwing us off like this. One person in the boat, to that extent, when they threw, he went literally under the, what do you call it? Under the bars, if he was not going to be able to catch on to that thing, I don't know if we were ever going to be able to find him. You're never allowed to put yourself in raging waters and say, Hashem, come help me. But I did it out of his honor, I did it for his honor, Rabotai. There's only one honor we're concerned for. And who's that honor? It's only the honor of Hashem. Forget about what you have to say. Nobody's concerned with what you have to say. We are only concerned with what Hashem wants from us. Bezrat Hashem, with this in mind, we should be able to grow and bring Mashiach to the kingdom. Amen.